What is up, guys? It's Dan, back with another Shot in the Dark reaction, back with more Ghosts, back with their new album, and this is called Cenotaph. And so I know a little bit about this song because I watched Tobias talking about certain songs, and he said that this one is the one that apparently is the most emotional song. I haven't got tissues. I feel like I'm probably going to need them. That's not good. Apparently this song... Cenotaph, obviously a cenotaph is a giant sort of burial thing, like a coffin almost, but it doesn't contain a person, but it's there to remember that person. So yeah, interesting. Very, I can see a different ideology there, and whatever you, it's going to be quite interesting to go through this. But anyway, check out all these wonderful people. They are in our Patreon page, and there's probably more by now. But at the time of recording this video, this is who's there. Thank you so much for getting involved. Absolutely mental how people spend their hard-earned money on an idiot like me. I don't know why they do it, but you know what? I really, really, really appreciate it, guys. If you go over on Patreon, it's in the comments right now. There's loads of stuff over there. Singing lessons, behind-the-scenes stuff, covers for you. You get to obviously see this video before anyone else, so if you got to do that, let me know down in the comments how that kind of felt. Did you like that sort of video, like that sort of incentive? But yeah, if you did, amazing, wonderful. Get into the comments and tell me everything. I really love seeing all your comments. I reply to all of you, you know that by now. And like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos as well, guys, to keep that algorithm thing going. If you're in the premiere right now, what's up, say hi. But yeah, I am a singer-songwriter. If it's the first time you're watching a video of mine, welcome. There's absolutely loads of Ghost on this channel at the moment. This channel's very young even, and yeah, so the reason why obviously we've got so many Ghost songs is because this is the first rabbit hole that we've gone down on this channel. Maybe in the future there'll be a different rabbit hole, but right now we are on the down that Ghost rabbit hole. I've seen this band live. They're absolutely amazing, and as a singer-songwriter, breaking down these guys' music is beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it. I've got the lyrics in front of me, and we are ready to go. Kind of. I don't feel like I am, but I'm gonna go for it. Here we go. I'll be honest, I am a little bit nervous for this one. It's got a very emotional title. I've looked at some of the lyrics and I'm like, okay, I'm not prepared. I'm not prepared emotionally or even physically for this. So I'm not alone. I have Papa Duck. And me and Papa Duck, we're going to get through this together. Okay? Papa Kapia. Kapaya. Alright. Let's go. Ooh. Nice bit of cymbal work. Reminded me of Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Woo! Lifting us up.
At the top of the mountain, right there where it tips and connects with the night sky. Reach it with me.
Oh my god, so much positivity already.
In the grave of the ocean, right there where it dips and connects with the fire, burning with me.
This is a different vibe. I expected a sad song, but we've got nice chords here. We're in D for sure. There's an F sharp there somewhere. I was feeling that somewhere. I'll figure out where that is in a minute. But we're in some nice territory. All right. But how long's that going to last? At the top of the mountain, right there where it tips and connects with the night sky, reach it with me. In the grave of the ocean, right there where it dips and connects with the fire burning within me. What a beautiful... Again, I said this on the last song we did. But this is, again, more imagery to fall in love with. Another canvas that is being painted on before our very eyes. And it's absolutely beautiful. Imagine that mountain, that high, that it connects with the night sky. The tip connects with the night sky. Reach it with me. Can we reach that high? Maybe I can't do it on my own, so help me do it. Help me reach up to that. Because I need to get that high again. I need to feel that level of height again. In the grave of the ocean. So now we're literally like the top of the mountain, grave of the ocean, as low as we could possibly go on planet Earth, and the highest we can go on planet Earth, you know, just using Mother Nature alone. So no transport of any description. We are at the grave of the ocean and at the top of the very top of a mountain. Loads of contrast there. I've said this before. This album's very heavy on contrast. Going from one to the other, one extreme to the other. In the grave of the ocean, right there, it dips and connects with the fire burning within me. So now, actually, you know, we've got a little bit of a metaphor there, haven't we? Because at the grave of the ocean, if you go further enough, you'll reach the core of the earth, which is the hottest thing in the world. Like, the world is made of molten lava, and in the literal grave of the ocean, if you dug under that for a long time, you'd eventually get to the earth's core, which is literal lava, and it will burn you. Yeah. So you go that low inside yourself, you will get burnt, because you'll probably dig up things in that grave that you didn't want disturbing. It should have been left alone. That's what I'm getting from this, you know. Top of the mountain, maybe that's reflecting on, as a human being, our brains. Yeah. And then the fire, you have fire in your belly, don't you, sometimes? Maybe that's also relating to that as well. That's what I'm getting. I'm trying to come up with little analogies and everything, but that's what I love about Ghost. You genuinely can interpret it as the most generic thing of it being a mountain and an ocean, or you can go deeper than that, and that's what I like doing. I love doing that. Excuse the cats. The cats are going crazy. Yeah, this keyboard that's coming in reminds me so much of Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Din, 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 din. Really positive. It's weird. I didn't expect the positiveness already. Key of D. No more palm muting. D's.
At the top of the mountain, right there where it tips and connects with the night sky.
That's an F sharp. That's an F sharp minor.
With me.
G and D.
Of the ocean, right there where it dips and connects with the fire.
Fire.
Burning with me.
What I love about Tobias and the way he songwrites, he thinks about his lyrics, and he thinks about where in time they fall, so that he can approach them with a feeling or a way of singing that line. So it's all constantly right down low, and then it starts to connects with the night sky, goes higher, connects with the fire, goes higher again, and that's deliberate. There's a deliberate ramping there, which is really cool. Right, we're heading into a pre-chorus, guys. Hold me.
Burning with me. The ashes of memories.
Ooh.
Buried are flowing. Blowing in the wind.
Oh, yes! Shit, I like this. Oh my god, that rhythm just absolutely took me there. It took me, absolutely took me. I didn't expect that. Fucking great. Alright, okay, so what's going on? The ashes of memories buried are blowing in the wind. The ashes of memories. What? Well, let's think about that as a physical thing, right? The ashes, they're buried and they're blowing, okay? So The ashes, when we get cremated or whatever, yeah, they're in a box, but eventually that box breaks down and deteriorates, and what's left is the ashes. But then eventually they surface and they get blown away in the wind. That's the most easy version of explaining that. Let's try and dig a little bit deeper there, yeah? The ashes of memories buried are blowing in the wind. So burnt memories that were, and now those memories aren't a thing anymore. They've been buried. Maybe they're suppressed memories then, you know? And they lived somewhere where we shouldn't have disturbed. I said this earlier. We shouldn't have disturbed this grave, okay? Because now they're blowing in the wind. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know yet. Maybe it's a little bit of both, you know? Those ashes blowing in the wind, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that means they've released spiritually, you know? But it could be a bad thing as well. With ghosts, you never know. You really don't. But I love the way the rhythm takes over in this section. I'm loving this already. This album is so inventive.
With a fire burning with me, the ashes of memory.
Yeah.
Are blowing in the wind.
I love how he's on like an offbeat when he says blowing in the wind there, and I think that's what takes you, because then the drums sort of catch up all of a sudden. Like Tobias goes forward and then the drums are just behind going, we're on our way, and then the drums arrive and they clash at the same time, and it's so cool. I love that. I love that rhythmic feel. 2, 3, 4. What timing is that? I need to figure this out. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me hear that whole section. Alright, this is this whole section. I love those held notes. Oh man, total mood change. That's beautiful. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love how they're so inventive where the chords land, man. They don't just generically follow where you'd think they would do. They land on certain words, and they land on words for effect. It's not a coincidence that some of the words that it's landing on are sadder parts or happier, more sort of, you know, joyous parts. It's collectively done on purpose, and it's gorgeous. B minor. That's a G. G's. Oh my god, let me figure that out. DA. G, DA. Still B minor. Gorgeous. Riding. That's a nice little note there. It's a different. We've opened up there, right? Through the sensations. We're all closed in. Through the sensations. And then riding next to me. Posture change altogether. All of a sudden we're open, chin up, air flowing. Really, you know, really delivering that. Awesome. I love that. Definitely posture changes happening there in this chorus. Deliberately. Posture change. Beautiful. All right, let's go through those lyrics. Through the sensations, on through the storms, like you used to be. Blowing in the wind at this point, remember. We've continued from the pre-chorus. Blowing in the wind. So the ashes and the memories, they're blowing in the wind through the sensations. So what sensations does that mean? The sensations of smell, you know, sensations of touch and all of those little things, yeah? So he's feeling them, but he's also... It's everything. The memories you can get you can get smell memories. Like I get memories sometimes just by smelling something, you know. And that's what he's saying here. All sensations, every kind of sensation you can have, you know, through the sensations, through those paths of sensation, those little times of sensation, through the storms. You know, on through the storms. Like, yeah, okay, blowing through the storms. That makes sense, doesn't it? You know, if you think of it, again, like a generic sort of pathing, like lyric pathing. Ashes blowing through storms, right? Like you used to be. Through the storms. What does storms mean? If you're going through a storm, that makes you an extremely powerful being, doesn't it? Think about that. Storm. A lot of people would shelter from that. You wouldn't really go out of your way to ride through the storm unless you were confident. And that's what it's saying at the end. Wherever you go, I'll always be there riding next to me. So through the storm, that's how confident we are right now. Or at least we were. That memory is the confident part. How he's actually feeling right now, it's all nostalgia. He's riding on the nostalgia, if anything. He's thinking back to better times, using those memories and sensations, and remembering what that used to feel like. Is this about someone passing? Obviously, Cenotaph is, you know, like I said earlier, a coughing, but then obviously not. It's a memorial coughing, isn't it? It's not actually, doesn't actually contain a person, but a memory. Yeah. Cool. So it's almost like he's picturing this person as the metaphor of as Cenotaph. So the person's not there anymore, but the memory is. That's cool. I love that. Right, verse 2. Status Quo vibes, man. You had Status Quo before? Woo! So much character. It feels theatrical. You know, I got like a spotlight thing there. In the heat of the moment. All of a sudden, bam, spotlight on that person. You know? I get a lot of positiveness through this. Obviously, the chords here. See, we're going into major territory here, guys. We're in regular A, regular G, regular old D. You know, we could sing this around a campfire, really easily. But does that matter? Because the simplicity almost feeds in to how we're feeling right now. Do you see what I'm trying to say by that? Like, sometimes you don't need it to be all complicated. You want it to be worked out. This is a song that obviously means a lot to Tobias. Why would he complicate it? He'd make it as simple as possible so that it can be digested and understood. That's awesome. Great songwriting. Let's listen to that again. Great verse. I love this, like, D coming in. Really reminds me of a song like, Whatever You Want. It reminds me of that song. It's the way how bright that D is, and the way that they're really hitting on that D. Also reminds me of is it Waterloo? Waterloo. Because that's in D. Is it a homage to that? Interesting. Listen to that D coming back in again. Mama! I love this. So much feeling, but so much positivity there. Woo! I love that. This is definitely about someone that's passed, but it's almost like he's happy that he still has the memories. They're still with him. In the heat of the moment, right where it, I need to go through this. At the heart of the city, right there where it glows and explodes into colour, devour it with me. At the heart of the city, right there where it glows and explodes into colour, devour it with me. What a beautiful lyric again, man. Jesus. At the heart of a city. What's at the heart of a city, guys? Think about that. A city is a giant place surrounded by buildings and whatever, familiar, popular culture, but in the heart of the city, that's where all the real action is, right? That's where all of the actual things happen, right? That's the place to be in a city, right? Right there where it glows and explodes into colour, devour it with me. Like, right there in the heart of the city where all of the energy is and all the happiness and everything. Like, this is where everybody comes. Everyone's here right now. We're all here together. Come together as one. In the heat of the moment, right there where it... I love that line, by the way. In the heat of the moment. That's beautiful. Right here where it feels like I'm actually living, you are with me. This is what I'm trying to say. You are with me right now. You might not be here, but you're in my memory and you're in... But right now, in the heat of the moment, right here, I feel like I'm living and you are with me. So he's having a time of his life, He's in the heart of the city, in all of this explosion of colour. But in the heat of the moment, even though that person isn't with them anymore, they're living. And because they feel like they're with them. That is such a beautiful way of dealing with death. So often we deal with death in a negative way. And when I opened this song, I thought, okay, yeah, it's going to be depressing, this one. I look at the lyrics. But it's the way it's delivered. It's so clever. Like, I get, like, Coco vibes with this. I know that he said one of his favourite movies is Coco. And Coco is very much a film about the positiveness of death and remembering those that have died. And that's what I get from this. It's almost like he's gone to, like, Mexico or whatever and experienced Death Day. Maybe that's what it means. At the heart of the city, right there, it glows and explodes into colour, devour it with me. Maybe this is, that part of a ceremony where everyone's celebrating death instead of fearing death and repulsed by death and all of these things that we normally feel when we hear that word or we experience any of these things. So I'm exactly the same. Like, I don't want to die, and I don't want any one of my friends or family to die. I'd rather die over any of my friends and family dying. I don't want to experience that again. I felt that already, But I love that Tobias is taking a spin on that, of the celebration. We go to wakes after funerals, remember? When we go to wakes after funerals, everyone's smiling. I mean, you might be trying to put it on a little bit, try and bury that emotion a little bit, try and not to reflect how you're actually feeling. But you're there all to celebrate the life of someone. That's what a wake's all about. And yes, it's super depressing, but all of the people that meant a lot to that person are there at that moment. And it's sad because they're not there with you, but you're all there for them. And that's what it feels like. This is like celebrating life and what was, the memories and everything, and all these repressed things. Why stay repressed when you can take those memories, those cherished times, and run with them? Be in the heat of the moment. That is fucking awesome songwriting, man. Love that. I love this song. I love this album. It's so different. Really brave. Woo! That was gorgeously delivered. That felt really raw. Deliberately raw. Like it was slightly off pitch, but it felt really raw. Like he really needed to say that right there. That was gorgeous. Let me hear that again. I don't know what I was on about. It was completely on pitch there. It just felt like it was jaunty sort of, but in such a great way. Blowing. That's a high A. That's a high A to reach for a gentleman. Lovely rasp on that wind. Really Bryan Adamsy. Really cool, man. His singing's improved so much. I don't care what anyone says. This is a masterpiece of an album so far, man. It's so different. It's not weighing on all of the things that we know about Ghost. That we've used to that. We've had all that. Feels like Perpetua is closer to Tobias than any other popper has been. Maybe that's to do with his get-up, you know? He's slowly revealing himself. We've got half his face revealed now. And I know a lot of people were saying it's to help him sing better, which we can hear. Let's be honest. Maybe that's part of it as well. I'm going a little bit off subject, but maybe that is part of it, actually. Because if you're writing a song, you know you've got to perform that live. And you know that there's limitations with the mask on. Maybe that's why he's never pushed himself in this way. Because this is 100%, like 1,000,000,000% even, way stronger vocally than I've ever heard. Ever heard Tobias. So good. Alright. We're going into the chorus again. Is it going to change? I really want it to. Beautiful. But you know what's really interesting, I think, in this? This reminds me of Toto. Dun, dun, dun. Africa vibes. Very Africa by Toto. Dun, dun, dun. Cool. Where are we going? Woo. Sweeping.
Right
my God, that release of emotion. I felt that so much. He just released everything. That solo was gorgeous. And then it was just, I couldn't even pause. I couldn't pause. Because it just felt like he was pouring out there, man. In the most... Oh my God. That was beautiful, man. That was gorgeous. Let me hear that again. No. Full solo, please. Thank you. So Waterloo-y. Let me change. Reminds me of Angels and Airwaves. That little bit there. We've got Toto again. Tapping. Queen. And I'm just fluttering, floating around.
Wherever I go, you're always there. Riding next to
That's going to be massive live.
the sensations, on through the storms, like you used to.
Harmonies. Everything's open more. So good. So catchy. Oh, so free on there. I don't know what it is. The last time I felt like this was when I listened to Ritual. And it's like Ghosts know how to end on a emotional note. Not like as in like a musical note, but like like leaving you almost with a message through music. And it just captured me, man. It really did. I only listened to that last outro. It was gorgeous. This is it, man. This bit. Me. That's soulful. I've never heard his voice like that before. Beautiful. And the fact that everything's dissipated at that moment, so gorgeous. And then there's a moment just before the chorus comes in on the bridge where everything shuts off and you just have this droning. This like, it's like a drone, like a really low pitched, tuned drone in this ear, and everything else is just Tobias on his own singing, and then the chorus comes in with everything else, with all the harmonies, with everything, and then we just close on such gorgeous, maybe one of the best vocal takes I've heard from him. I need to hear that again. I can't tell you how hard this bit is. Me. So pretty. So free. It's almost like that was a take that was that just happened, you know? Like, he was in the recording booth doing his thing, and he was probably like, "Oh, I don't know about that one," and then they were just like, "No, that's the one, man." Like, you have that moment sometimes where something naturally occurs. I think that's a natural occurrence that's occurred there, because it could be pre-planned. It really could, because it's Tobias and he's very, very meticulous how he plans his melodies. But this one, to me, stands out. As a songwriter, I've heard enough of songs, and I genuinely feel like that particular part is a take in the song that they were just like, we're keeping that, man. That's not how I wrote it, but that's how it came out. What a beautiful, beautiful song, man. And you know what's really, really weird is that song, when I first loaded it up, saw the name, saw the lyrics, I thought we're in for a sad ballad here. We got a really uplifting song about loss, death, celebrating that, and remembering those that have gone. Such a beautiful way of dealing with death, and we don't do it enough, and I'm so guilty of it. Like, I lost my dad when I was 14, and I have so many memories of the worst things, and I've seen photos, and it's brought back memories, and I suppress them, I leave them down there, I don't deal with them, and I did, and it destroyed me. I honestly implore you, as a person, never ever leave those memories suppressed. Deal with them, no matter how much you get hurt by them. That's what he's saying here, man. He's gone through the levels of highs and lows and everything in between. He's taken it on him stride with him through storms, and every time he's gone through those parts, he's with him. He's talking about his brother. Tobias lost his brother. I don't know how many songs are related to this. This has to be related to that. Unless he's lost other people and then it's about them too. But whatever it is, it's definitely about the loss of loved ones and celebrating their life instead of thinking of all of the negativities around death. And I honestly am so guilty of seeing only negativity through my dad's passing. I never go to his grave. I don't celebrate his death at all because it hurts me. But this is so beautifully translated, and I couldn't have done better myself. Like, I couldn't write this because it would come across disingenuous. It's not how I think about death. Maybe I should. It's like, it's a beautiful song. And I knew I'd get upset, but I didn't know I'd get upset in this way. I thought I'd get upset because we're going to get a song about a passing of a loved one, but not the celebration of that and remembrance of that. It's just a beautiful message, man. Really beautiful message. Oh, man. I really mean it, though. Like, we are so... I mean, I am. I don't know if you guys are the same, but I am infinitely guilty of burying suppressed memories and not taking them on with me. And it genuinely nearly killed me doing that. And Tobias clearly knew that, and he's probably gone through all that, and now he's gone to this memory of remembering someone for who they were, and that is just unreal to be able to translate that with those chords, G's, D's and A's, campfire chords, translating that much emotion through positiveness. And I'm in tears, but for such a different reason. I'm almost annoyed with myself that I don't have this mentality. It's such a beautiful song, man. And if anyone ever has lost someone, like, I implore you to try and think like this. And if you can, like, all the power to you. I'd find it really, really difficult to do this. But I'd like to. I really would. Anyway, guys, if you like that video, sorry about the emotion, but it just got me at the end. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Like the video. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss future videos. And feel free to support us as well over on Patreon. These wonderful people are there as well. I mean, I get emotional through songs anyway, but Molly can tell you, like, I've been absolutely shell-shocked by the generosity of you guys recently. I seriously fail to even understand why this is even occurring to me, to be honest. But I'm so thankful. I really am. The other thing as well is, before I end the video, I just genuinely want to say, like, we did that live not long ago of the Right Here Right Now video, and I was so happy to have that many people around that were just giving so much love, and we were all there for a moment, and it was actually beautiful. And then for that to be ended halfway through, it was really tough for me and Mal to keep going without you guys. We did do it, and I always thought in the back of my head, well, I've still got the memory of what we just did. Like, I have that file, and I went back to try and find it to stitch them both together, and it was missing. And Mal will tell you, I was fucking devastated at that. It really affected me, and probably because I'm in an emotional state right now, I'm letting you know that. But, like, I hope you realise that I genuinely, like, the only reason the whole Patreon thing's come around is because I saw how much support you were giving me, and I'm not used to that, if I'm honest. Emotionally and everything like that, my wife and my family and my friends are all fucking incredible, but I've never felt that from strangers before. So it was a bit weird for me at first, and it'll take me some getting used to, but I thank you so much, I really do, for supporting me, and long may it continue. I love you guys, man. Thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you, Tobias, for this message, because I've watched Coco. I've fucking cried through Coco. Mal showed me Coco for the first time, and I fucking cried like crazy. And it's because of this message. I can't get it in my head to celebrate the passing of loved ones. I just can't get it. It's not in my ethos. But when people can, and then they deliver it in beautiful ways, like Coco and this song, fucking hats off, man. I genuinely could not do that. If I talked about someone else, yeah, brilliant. If this was a song about me, absolutely, categorically no. It would not be true at all. I don't think like this at all. But the people that do, and the way they deliver that message, that tugs at my heartstrings, man. Yeah, Thank you very much for watching this video, and tune in for the next one. I'll see you later, guys.